ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. It's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do it.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mills on 3rd and 2. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Texans 6, Broncos 0.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
14, got it. 14. Easy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Mills to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
First down, Mills. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Mills. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. 3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now we'll run straight ahead with Edmonds, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
14.
Throwing is Wilson. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown Broncos. Jerry Judy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. In motion left goes Cooks. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He's got a man. Complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A first down throw for Mills. He gets it to Cooks. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 44, Mills. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mills on first down. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Mills. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick. Just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Mills. A quick hitter complete. It's Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, 30 more yards and another 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. McManus now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw again on second down. Mills firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Play action now. Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. Touchdown! Nico Collins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. There's Wilson to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. I remember